Hey guys, welcome on back to another episode of The Witcher 3. The adventure continues. It's gonna be a part 4 if I'm not mistaken for now, and we are continuing where we left off outside of the cave where we finished the quest with Witch Kira Metz, and a bunch of other stuff is awaiting. So I decided pretty much before we continue on in the Velen, I'm gonna do a little detour back to White Orchard, and what we need to do is we need to pick up a saddlebags for the roach to increase the inventory capacity, and also I still don't have crafted the swallow potion, which is a pretty much healing potion, and we've been into a couple of rough situations earlier, so bread and water and all that food and drinks will not help us out in the fights so much in the future, because we don't have any fast healing solutions. Pretty much this is all heal over time, so it's not gonna work the best in the difficult situations. So I'm gonna try and reach White Orchard real quick. Hopefully I can do it, and we will gather those ingredients and stuff. Forgot how to drive the boat. Give me just a second. Okay, so let's get going. The idea is to move on the left side of this coast here with the boat and reach the... This is going to be the fastest way to do it, I believe. There's a lot of interesting quests and side quests still awaiting, but I decided pretty much not to tackle any of these before we are ready, and I definitely need a healing potion for sure and bigger inventory. Also, once we revisit the Red Baron, we will be able to store some stuff in the chest, also in the taverns, but I guess we'll be visiting the Red Baron soon enough, so before that the inventory increase will be good. And if I take a look at the first episode, actually there was such a trivial quest that I failed to do, honestly, because I was thinking I'm not gonna kill a lady with the swallow potion. That was one of the options, but that quest line actually brings you to the recipe of creating a swallow potion for the first time, so you should definitely have it before you leave White Orchard, but for some reason I didn't do it, and we're still gonna have to move. Can I go reverse? Yep. This is a swamp already here, and you can see the drowners always by the bodies of water. I'm definitely gonna have a couple of drowners later on to pick up the drowner brain. This is one of the ingredients for the swallow potion. There is a dock up there. And by dock I mean another boat. We can actually get out here. Anybody else? Drown our brain. Great. We got it along the way. It's gonna cut us the grind later on. And this is pretty close. 50 feet away. And this is the fast travel sign, so let's see if we can use this to go back to White Orchard. World map, White Orchard. Yeah, we can definitely do it. And the Tamira lady should be this house. She's a herbalist. I'm definitely gonna visit her, but yeah, wrong button. Definitely gonna visit her and see. And we also need to visit the dwarf blacksmith. He'll be able to sell us the saddlebags. Let's get going.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Like this on my body.
It's gonna be this way.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
New forge any good?
Splendid. Nilfgaardians brought a 2-chamber bellows from Mahakam, then sent to Vizima for a crack builder. Fellow built a brick hearth and a chimney in no time. Only thing is, the local folk don't buy from me no more. They ride to Goslitz, half a day's road, even though the duffer there's never forged a decent hoe in his life.
But he's a human. That it? Be careful, Willis. And if the tide turns and Nilfgaard abandons White Orchard, you leave with them. Humans won't forgive you for that boy's death.
That is correct. But we need to buy wares.
Show me what you got.
Oh, let's find the saddlebag. Hopefully I'm not mistaken. Saddlebags. 30 maximum inventory weight. So that's it, and this is, I believe, the thing we ditched. It's gonna be a saddle for the stamina. Never mind, this is like what we need for sure. 186 golds, definitely buying it. And while we're at it, let's see if we can repair all the stuff that we have, just in case. This is at 56 durability, which is pretty much bad. We already have a debuff, and this doesn't have a debuff still, but it's about to get one. And armor pretty much took its toll. So it's not cheap, but definitely needed. We'll be making more coins soon. Farewell for now, and let's go ahead and visit the herbalist lady. Pick up a few flowers. She should be close by, so I'm not gonna call Roach. I thought she was actually closer, but never mind, we got here.
Yes?
Let's see what happened with Lena.
Where's Lena? Something happened?
She passed away soon after you'd left.
You resent my choice. I understand. But believe me, my potions wouldn't have helped.
Alas, I must take your word for it.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word. Gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Does she have anything to sell beside herbs? I'm not sure if we need a
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find
recipe
something.
for a swallow or something. They're just decoctions pretty much, none of these are potions, so but she does have good stuff, good to know. There we go, we can now craft swallow. I know we don't need the actual recipe for that, it's a base potion pretty much, so we should know it right away, but we did not have all the ingredients. Let's create it. So it does build up a toxicity on 20, but that's okay, and we have a strong healing vitality acceleration pretty much through the 20 seconds, which definitely helps. I'm just gonna create it. This is also gonna be useful later on when we explore some dark caves, and the torch is not gonna be enough, but we'll think about that later. I think we actually have what we need. I'm just gonna check out what is this about. Woman named Claire.
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarreled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family, moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
Okay, some easy XP for a talk, and we also got the 10 coins, which is great. So this Claire, that's actually a backstory for the lady, the Nun Wraith we hunted on the well side earlier, like in the episode 1, I believe. And that's pretty much what it is, but we did not wrap up that story here. Sorry about that, but there's a lot of things to do here, so we're probably gonna miss a few. Never mind. Let's get back to the Let me actually equip potion on the quick slot menu. We're gonna ditch the water and we're gonna leave the bread just for the passive healing, and we're gonna put a swallow here. I'm still getting used to controls for the menu. There we go. So swallow, we have 3 of these, and each time we meditate they will be replenished. So if you run out of these when you meditate, they are replenished, but you will lose the alcohest, I believe it's called, to replenish your items for the alchemy. Let me see where it is. Do we even have it? Might be this. Yeah, that's correct. So every time you do the meditation, one of these disappears, you use it, but in exchange you actually replenish all the potions and stuff that you need. And I'll definitely see if I can craft another potion. I think I already have a thunderbolt. I do. This one is also good. Increases your attack power pretty much. For the tougher enemies it's always good to have it. Might even equip one here. Good. Okay, so we can move on with the quests in the Velen area. Call back to Roach.
Come on now.
Yeah, okay, we are moving in the right direction. Just gonna do a fast travel back to the Velen area, and then we're gonna tackle the quests. Here we are. This is gonna be Velen, and where we should end up. This is the Blood Baron. I would do actually a monster hunt or something rather than that before, but let's go back to the, what was that village we picked up the contract. Never mind, let's go here and we'll figure it out.
Searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
So we have a better inventory right now, but not yet. I need to equip that on the Roach. Let's see. Saddlebags. We did equip it, now we have 90 if possible. We had 60 earlier, so that's good, and we have a effective healing solution. What about quests? So we are looking for Witcher contracts. Jenny of the Woods, this is a level 10, we are level 5, it's gonna be a long reach. So none of that. Treasure maps, are also high level stuff. Let's see about secondary quests. We can do a quest with Kira Metz. I'm not sure. We can do that maybe before we go to the Crookback Bog and the Blood Baron, which are the main quests. Let's do this one. Let's check out where it is. Not that far away, but we're gonna actually fast travel to this village. Just to cut the travel time. So it's close enough, we don't need Roche for this. This is the hut. I can always pick up some flowers along the way.
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison, or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did
What's
you
going
see
on?
what he did with them?
She's on a video call.
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But now the mage says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, plenty of dialogue. Let's see what all we can go through before the main stuff.
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave
thanks.
off memory loss or some such.
Who do you want to use it on?
He didn't say.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No, I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end. Burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
We already asked this question in the previous episode, but I couldn't know. Let's go with the main one.
Changing the subject. Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer, you've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
This is gonna be a spirit hunting adventure, so we're definitely gonna go, and it's an interesting quest.
Alright, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
plenty of good magical items to pick up along the quests, and you can then use it to investigate the world yourself.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Modern technology back in the day, so that's a cell phone.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
Where did you get one?
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all.
Let's get going.
Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt.
Thank you.
She's always teasing us, but she's actually using us to push through her agenda pretty much. But never mind, quests are good, so we're gonna definitely play it. Pick up some flowers along the way. Hop over the fence, and let's see where we need to go actually. Yeah, we'll definitely need a... Oh no, this is the Blood Baron quest, so for some reason it does not pick up the quest line right away. If you talk about it, you need to like select it here, or maybe I'm missing something. So now we selected it, and let's see. Yeah, definitely a different direction and much closer. I need to go to inventory and choose the lamp. It's already there. I'm sure we need this, so we don't need any masks, obviously. This is gonna be the lamp, and how we use it is pretty much press R1 and it casts a green light, which we can see the spirits with this, and we can hear them. I will need it later on. Let's go into the boat. If I remember correctly, it's gonna be an isolated island, a bit kinda horror-like. bunch of dead souls and stuff over there, but we'll see. And the boat cannot go any faster, if you're wondering, so...
Geralt, can you hear me? How close is it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
Geralt sounds happy about feminine intuition. He needs to follow. And sound coming through the Xenovox is quite finicky, but I guess it's good for the time. Better than the letter from Raven. There we are. Fyke Isle. We're just gonna dock here. Kill a couple of monsters for a welcoming party.
Geralt, are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
Oh no.
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
These necrophages, or however they're called. Yeah, exactly. You are exactly right. They did a lot of references to the actual real world in a funny kind of way, so this was definitely what they were thinking, I guess, creating this Xenovox. Let's see, do we have any monsters up ahead? Definitely. This is familiar. This is some sort of area for making occult stuff and all that. We'll definitely be coming back here for another quest line. Yeah, Witcher battle music was always awesome. I have a steady heal effect because I got that one bread loaf, so we should be good as long as we're not beaten hard. So far it's not going good, but I'm gonna focus on the objective. There's a lot of monsters here. I don't believe there's many humans around in these isles, so that makes sense. You can actually see a lot of them. See if I can run and gun it, or I'm gonna get myself into even bigger trouble. There we go, they're not gonna follow. Damn, I hate these things. Let's get going. This is the tower we need to examine, to investigate pretty much. Let's see what's inside. There's a lot of loot around, chests and all that, but let's focus on this first. These are the rats. I don't believe they are hostile. They are just moving about. What happens if we move? So this is the crossbow. I need a magic lamp. There it is.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
Where's that noble?
Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and a daughter. To the top!
So they were moving up the top, so we're gonna follow. Before that, I'm gonna investigate a little bit here.
The place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on it.
Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Yeah, she's afraid of rats, as we know.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
I believe this is some sort of a royal family living here, and then the peasants came in, breaking the door and taking what's theirs. They had some feud for whatever reason. There's a lot of things to be picked up around, so I'm gonna focus on everything, but good stuff. Alchemy stuff, pretty much.
Many must have died here.
There is some knock on the door here, I'm not sure. Nobody here. Let's use the lamp.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe?
Like to die of hunger if we leave them there. I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
That's about it as far as the basement, I would say. Let's see. Anything good for a pickup around here? I can also use this lantern as a light source. It is a green, but better than nothing. Anything interesting here? Yeah, pretty much junk. Let's get going. Should go upstairs next. This door is locked. Another spirits.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
So peasants were breaching into the tower to get this royal family or something. For some reason, I guess we're gonna find out. Sorry if it's too dark on the YouTube, compression kills it all the time, so it's really a dark area in the game as well, so YouTube really doesn't like the dark areas, but it is what it is. Hope it's not all that bad. Anything interesting here? We're surrounded by monsters, honestly, outside. Okay, these are a couple of goats here as well, so let's see what they have to say.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it?
Thanks.
Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
So this is the guy they killed. And he is not dead for a long time, I would say. Doesn't seem like a skeleton. So the image quality is actually better once the live stream is done, I believe, and the YouTube takes a while to process the actual footage into HD, and after that it looks a bit better, but for the live footage it could be a little bit clanky in the dark areas and all that. We're getting some diagrams, some more money and some alcohol. This iron ingot is also useful for crafting later on if you're gonna decide to craft a sword or something. These are junk pretty much. And there's some noise coming from up there. We still have a couple of floors to go through. And these torches are like lighting up as I approach, so they're not burning all the time, which is kind of weird. And they also have that green flame. Pay attention now, I believe it's gonna light up. See? Like some spirits are wandering around.
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
A tower full of mice. Look for a passage, so it must be a secret passage somewhere here. Let's bring on the lamp. There is something here. Something here, let's check. Scratches on the floorboard. This definitely moves, right? And there should be a lever. It's kind of obvious. It's always good to use the Witcher senses and figure it out. There it is, a secret area.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped too.
Must be something good to pick up here. Bunch of cooking diagrams. I will definitely check out the ghosts. Go through the goodies. There's something up there also, so what is this? These are the bodies.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
That's great.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Who's the mage?
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
Yeah.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave.
A lot of sad stories will yet to come.
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
So the potion got her killed, I guess, or trapped her in this form.
What happened then?
Fear. Terrible fear. I feared the men who approached, but I also feared the potion, drinking it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
She was about to get raped,
That
probably.
how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I... couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Yeah, we definitely found a fresh corpse. All the others were skeletons. Let's check these out.
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man looked like a monster had attacked him recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
She is thin with her nerves, but we're definitely gonna ask a few more questions.
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Grail? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle.
Yeah, so we need to find this guy and let him know that she forgave him for the betrayal.
Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell.
Yeah, we'll definitely do it. So if we help this ghost, we'll lift the curse off the island, but
Fine.
We'll see.
I'll talk to Graham.
If it ends up being a scam, we'll fight off some monster or whatever.
What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember.
She sounds
and
genuine.
wanna help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
Annabelle's bones. Okay, so we need to leave the tower, I would say, and find this Graham guy. Let's check the map real quick. How far is he? Yeah, he's on the different side of the coast. We need to leave the isle and go over there and probably just return back once we've finished. There is also a settlement here with another notice boards, contracts and stuff, and we'll pick up another marker for the fast travel. Let's see what's up there. I think I saw a door. It's pretty much the broken roof.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
She could be lying, but we'll figure out soon enough. And they also had like the cages here keeping people, so who knows. Maybe her father wasn't telling quite the truth to the daughter. Maybe she really is an innocent and she doesn't know better, but doesn't mean that's the truth. But about the love story, I bet that's one is the genuine one. And this is some cool loot on the top of the tower. Definitely hidden one. We'll be picking up everything. Nice. Let's see if there's something on the left side here. Nope. Okay, let's make our way down and leave the island, go find the Graham guy. Three beds here. Dark steel plate, don't get this. And if you notice now, the lighting is better because all these torches on the walls are now lit up as we went through them and went by them pretty much. And it's not that dark as it was early on, but let's see if we can leave the tower from here. Or this is another chest. Yeah, you can find the cool stuff if you take a look around from time to time. But this is definitely a few floors up still, so let's continue moving downward. And you cannot run when you're indoors, so if you're thinking why am I moving so slow, sometimes down the stairs it can run a bit, but it's very much a walking speed. Where do we get out? This is the basement. Should have a door somewhere here. I can't find the door out, honestly. Let's see if I still need to go down, but no, I'm quite sure this is the basement. Oh, it's not. Okay, basement is another door down. My bad. We're probably gonna get jumped right now with the rates, as she mentioned. Or hopefully I'm wrong. There's quite a lot of monsters we did not clear on the way in, so let's plan our route back to the boat. Oh, we actually have a fast travel, awesome. So where we can actually go, what is the closest thing here? We never visited this settlement, so it's not gonna work. Maybe we can go to this village and then ride Roach all the way back here. I'd rather do that than to use the boat. And then we can come back here real quick for the return trip. So when you are using a fast travel, the game actually accounts for the in-game time, and that's why now is the day, because we took some time to come back and the dawn is already. I'm just gonna run through these guys. We're looking for Graham.
One false move.
Another road sign. These are some ruins here. We'll be coming back definitely to investigate. There is a side quest here.
Hey there.
You can see the exclamation mark, but I'll leave that for now. I'm not gonna venture off. It's gonna be this way. Wolves. We'll let them be.
Move it.
Yeah, this should be a fisherman hut for the boyfriend Graham, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Told you I don't want to see no one.
Pam-param.
Just leave me be.
Pam-param. Pam-param.
I guess we're cool with these guys. They're not attacking, so we'll not do it either.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
What of it? Why should I care?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
This guy seems like a drunken fool.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Let's check if you love her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They force you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape.
He actually fucked them all up. He opened the door.
She drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
He set off the curse.
Remember, I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
She was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I
We'll go
done?
easy on the guy.
If I had stayed behind to bury her, I'd have noticed she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But what can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
Those are her bones.
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
So we're just gonna have to believe him that he's gonna do it. And I guess that's it. We need to inform Kira that we lift the curse of the Fyke Isle or Fyke Isle. We need to go back to the witch, right? Let's check. Yeah, definitely, and we can use the fast travel so we can cut the trip, and definitely gonna visit this town to pick up the notice board and see what's cracking over there. He was actually yelling inside.
Looks like rain. Dead. Annabelle was no ordinary ghost. She's a pesta, and now she's free.
So she actually killed him out of revenge or something. The ghost, the revengeful spirit, and that's it. And I guess we're gonna have to face her back in the Isle. Not sure. The poor guy definitely got it. Well, we're gonna be on our business, picking up the notice board and then back to the witch to continue on this story. Side quests are really good in Witcher 3, pretty much like you have a mini stories in each of those, and you can just pretty much play a lot of these and enjoy the story, and you will pick up some good equipment along the way. Actual land. We have a few contracts to run on, but they're we are under leveled for those still. We'll definitely tackle them a little bit later. I just want to read all these that we picked up so we get those quests. And let's get back to the witch. She should have been in close proximity here, so do a little sprint run. There we are.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Yeah, right.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice? You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
Let's check about Alexander.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
Alexander would be working for COVID for sure if he's a nowadays guy.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
This lady is really using us to her fullest.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Favor for a friend. Let's see. It's a level 6 requirement, so we are good to tackle that. We are level 5, almost to level 6, so all good. Let's continue the story with Kira Metz and check this out. We can actually ride over there, it's not that far. I was thinking about doing a fast travel, but not much use of that. Call the roach and we can gun it.
Run, Roach.
We're close to that investigation site. I'm gonna dismount and check for clues. Bunch of animals we can hear in the distance and we can see, so sometimes it's so weird when you're in the Witcher sense, you can hear them like they're so close, and I sometimes think they're behind my back pretty much. Oh, this is something. Tracks.
Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon.
Fast travel location, always good to have. Let's follow the tracks. Quite the scenery, right? Hanged guys all over the place. There they are.
Drowners and a water hag, my favorites.
I'm not sure if I should clear these guys, or the coast is full of the monsters, but yeah, the water hag is gonna kill me. Barely survived, but very good. Okay, let's follow the tracks. Yellow circle on the map ends somewhere here, and tracks might be going a different direction. Maybe I got it all wrong, so let's go this way. Yeah, they're going off-road.
Veered off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well.
Couple of monsters waiting ahead. Health is still recovering slowly but surely, and if need be we'll pick up the swallow potion that's gonna increase that.
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen
healing.
alone. No way that was gonna end well.
So he dropped off the ledge over here and crashed, seems like. Definitely gonna pick up Alcohest.
Leftovers, cuts of meat, cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Dry red from Zubaran, southern slope. Notes of black currant and citrus.
Package for Kira.
Package still intact. Don't sense anything magic though. Wonder how Kira will explain this one. Human, from an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it.
We can track the blood.
Not bad.
Oh no. Okay. There he is.
Waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
There is the letter. Yep. Quite a lot of sad stories throughout the game, but those were the times in the books pretty much, and it is what it is. So let's go back to Kira and give her the box. Guarded treasure. I'll come back later for that. I mean, it's so much content in the game, wherever you go, pretty much. If you get distracted all the time, you kind of lose the point, so I always like to focus one quest at a time and take it easy. Just to have that narrative continuation. Or continuity. Where is the front door? Here it is. She's all happy about.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
She ordered a premium food, so she doesn't want to be hungry or thirsty. Send us to pick it up.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out.
Well, that's definitely gonna stay for that wine and for the steak, since we did all that, so...
You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
White mice.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
The Cain Vin Castle.
Fairy tales.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale, I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself, but I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
So we can go with this one, but we're definitely gonna go for the wine and all that good stuff, since we did deserve it.
Sounds tempting. So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Let's go. Why not?
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight.
Gavella Glan.
So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
So we're like horse racing over there, but it's pretty slow paced. And horse controls are not the best, so let's see if we can win. Horse cannot recover the stamina fast enough, so you're gonna have to slow down a bit. She's closing in. At the gallop, we're almost there, I believe. Oh no. There we are. We won. We're not doing the dishes.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Could have just told me what this was about right up.
Geralt, run to the woods and fetch my shopping. I'd like to make dinner. Well, would you have helped?
If I'd known I'd get a glass of Zuberan dry in return, of course.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
Very true.
So, I've two options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Yeah, she's hiding something, and Geralt is kind of full of himself for helping the lady for now, but there is a doubt. Why do you even care? Yeah, we can go straight to the business and we can just pick around a little bit more to see. Why do you even care?
Why are you even interested?
Because I grasped the importance of the studies conducted there. In the wrong hands, the findings could do immense harm. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits. So?
Couple of options here, but since we went through the entire quest, let's get on with it, and there's definitely gonna be a epilogue to this.
Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough.
10.
Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not?
We lost her, but we're gonna find her. There it is. Smell of the perfume, I guess.
A skirt? Guess we're playing hunt the hare, not hide and seek. Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners. Shame. Could have kept her shoes on. Now where's that Cinderella gone to?
We can hear the heartbeat all the way down there, so...
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me. But I'll think of something. Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. A bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
She casted some spell.
Kira, where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle, the tower.
She had it planned all along. Do we have a boat here? So we need to find what she's doing at the tower, and this is a level 8, and we have also level 7 and level 6. stuff to do, but we're definitely gonna tackle that. I think I can wrap it up for today, and we can leave it for tomorrow's episode, pretty much. But I don't believe it's gonna take that long, so maybe we can do this one today. And I'm not about to pick up the boat, so I'm just gonna push up here and do the fast travel back to the island. So let's try it that way. Call the roach. Roach appears out of nowhere and gets stuck in the tree. A good old-fashioned roach. But it's always there when you need him. In the early build of the game back in 2015, when you call up the roach somewhere and he can appear on the top of the roof and stuff like that, it was crazy. I don't believe I can ride him through here, so it's always kind of finicky on these narrow spaces. Fisherman's village. What is this? Rye and water. Good combination always. Oh, where is the fast travel sign? I'm gonna check the map real quick. Still forward. Got it. There it is. Let's go to the aisle.
A light. Top floor of the tower.
She wanted to make sure that we did not destroy anything, and she's about to use that. There is something good in that magic, so she's definitely up there doing her stuff. Picked up some scrolls.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
So this is the obvious one, but I'm not about to bitch out on that, so let's see what are the notes about.
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid never forgets, that's true. And he's not interested in medication, but who knows, he's a tough kind of guy. Let's go with this one.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
It's a suicide, actually.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
We're gonna try and send her back to Kaer Morhen, and she could be safe there for a while. And actually, later on in the game, a good bit later, we'll be acquiring allies to help us on one specific fight, and she could come in handy. So I'll try with this one.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
Can we pick up the notes before we go? And she will lose the leverage then.
Yeah, kinda. So before I go, I'll need you to hand me those notes.
All right, take them already.
Oh, we got him.
Farewell, Geralt.
It's safest in our hands.
See you soon.
We can sell him for good money later on. Or, I don't know. But better for us to have it than her. Cool deal. This was an easy quest actually. Level 8 requirement, but we did it. Okay, cool. So we're gonna wrap up the episode today, and tomorrow we'll be continuing on with a few more quests, side quests honestly, and maybe we can tackle a couple of Witcher contracts, and we'll hopefully meet Blood Baron tomorrow. So until next episode, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and see you later. Bye.